Hello, guys. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to look into outpainting famous paintings. So, here we have Leonardo da Vinci's classic, the Mona Lisa. And we haven't just got the Mona Lisa, we've got this one. Can I zoom in a bit? Here we go. This, I believe, is called The Birth of Venus. Pardon me if I get any of this wrong because my classical art knowledge was quite good, some a little bit limited. This is The Starry Night by Van Gogh. I believe he painted that whilst in an asylum. And is that all of them? I thought that I had more there. One sec, let's have a look. Oh no, we have this girl with the pearl earring, and we also have The Scream by Edvard Munch. So I'm hoping they all load in as expected into DALL-E 2, where we're going to do a little bit of outpainting today. And we're going to see what paintings would look like if they had more space around them. So let's start with the Mona Lisa. Here we go. So we're going to shrink this down to a size where it's going to fit. I've had to make that pretty small. And the reason I've had to do that is if you look at the dimensions here, you can see that it's 1500 by 2033. I need both of these under 1024 so that we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good there, yeah. We are good. How do I zoom in here? Here we go, we've got a plus button. Right. So where do we place the Mona Lisa in this image? I think she should maybe be sort of slightly bottom right. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. What's she doing? She's at a bar. Lady at a bar waiting for a drink during the 1500s. So let's see what we get from this. Whilst we're waiting for that, let's start on the others. No reason we can't have more than one going on at the same time. You're going to have to tune in for the whole thing if you want to see the final results. Heads up. And that's fine. We're going to skip cropping. We're going to shrink it again to make sure that the proportions are right. And where's she? We're going to put her here. And we're going to say in a shopping mall buying a painting. I'm just making these things up as I go along. I have no real strong concept of what I want. You know, we just got to try and keep the pace up here because I know that you guys tune out if I don't. So this is the birth of Venus. It doesn't look like she's just been born. It looks like she is a fully grown adult female. But however, I think this should be reasonably centralised. Where is she? At a rave. Let's see what happens with that one. And let's upload the other ones that remain. The Scream. And I'm not going to give any details regarding this. I'm just going to say having a mental breakdown. It happens to the best of us. Put it there. Jenna. Oh, I've got to retype the words. Having a mental breakdown. Go. And what's the final one that we've got? We have The Starry Night by Van Gogh, who was actually in an asylum when he made this. I know this because I'm a big Van Gogh fan. So let's put it there and let's put Van Gogh going insane in an asylum, hoping things improve. I don't know. Just these are the first things that come off the top of my head, guys. If you have any problems with these prompts, let me know in the comments. But I'm not going to do anything about it. So let's get back to our first one. Right, here we have the Mona Lisa at the bar. I'm quite enjoying this. It's got a Renaissance bar. It's kept the. It's in fact found a bit more imagery for the side here. Excuse me. We've got. Oh look, she's got a man friend in this one. And she's there's, I don't know, some kind of bird drinking from her drink there, and oh look, a cocktail. Yeah, so there you go. These are the options that it came up with. Which one am I going to accept? I'm going to have a think. I'm going to come back to that. So what have we got here? This is her in a shopping mall buying a painting. Well, it doesn't look very much like she's buying a painting, but we can see the rest of her body here. Yeah, this looks more like a painting salesman. What about this? I suppose it did have a black background, so we can't complain too much about the final result. I think I like this one. I've got to be honest, I don't like this outer edge. Otherwise, this would be perfect. We'll also come back to that one. Right, what have we got regarding the birth of Venus at a rave? Well, I quite like that. This is more ravey. Well, it looks more like a sit-down dinner party, to be honest, than a rave. It reminds me of the times I had on the beach in Thailand. Yeah, this is a little bit too concept. I don't know what that's all about. But I think if I had to go for one, I think that's the one. Yeah, why not? I don't know what's going on up here and what's going on up here. We may have to remove them later, but that's something we can do with software. What have we got with the screen? What's going on? It says that it's done, but it's not giving me anything. We'll come back to that. Right, what have we got here? Oh, here we go. Van Gogh going insane at a mental asylum, hoping things improve. There is the starry night inside Van Gogh's head. I like that. I like that a lot. What else we got here? We got a dog and, I don't know, it could be a crow or a duck. There's the starry night there. Again, very impressive. I like that too. It's a little bit screamy, to be honest. Oh no, this one is my favourite. This is the one. I particularly like the fact that he's wearing a mask. How very contemporary. So, let's go back. Which ones do we want? I'm going to pick this one. I've always felt the Mona Lisa needed a man friend. I think that I'm going to pick this one because it's the closest thing. Maybe I'll chop out the borders and make it a little bit bigger. What else we got here? I think for this one, we got to keep this. Definitely. This one. What on earth have you done? Why haven't you done what I wanted? Ah, well, it looks like the screen broke. All the others work, but the screen broke. And for this one, we've got this one. These pictures will be available on my Twitter. I'll try and make copies of all of the variations, and I'll try and make them zoom out again and see what further outpainting we can do with them for your perusal. But overall, I'm thoroughly impressed with this. I probably used all of my Dali credits on this account for the month, but hey ho, Joe, if you've got more than one email account, who cares? You can get around these little problems. Personally, I'm more of a fan of Midjourney. However, one thing that Midjourney doesn't do is outpainting. I've become increasingly more interested in Stable Diffusion. The more that I see, the more plugins that are developed for it, the more different tools that I'm seeing that are being used alongside it. It is moving forwards at a much better pace than either DALL-E 2 or Midjourney. If I had to... in fact, I'm even considering cancelling my Midjourney subscription. I could go to Blue Willow for the most of the needs that I need. That's bluewillow.ai. The only thing that it doesn't really have for me is any sort of privacy, but it produces images of these quality. I'm really loving the additional services and tools that things like DALL-E and Stable Diffusion offer. DALL-E obviously is a credit-based system that you have to pay for, but Stable Diffusion, if you can get your head around the complexity, because it's not the simplest thing in the world, I thoroughly recommend that. I'll be doing a series of videos on it very, very shortly about how it's really starting to nip at the toes of these other bits of software if you know what you're doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, by all means, Midjourney, bluewillow.ai, and DALL-E 2. If you do know what you're doing, I think that you've got to start leaning towards Stable Diffusion at this stage. Please give me a like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. It was lovely to talk to you again. I'll see you soon, guys.